What is up, all of my horror fanatics out there? Welcome back to Late Night Frights. I'm the Late Night Frights horror leader, the Jay Sloan or Jordan, back here to do another video for you. And as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in this evening. Last week we did a theme, so obviously this week we're doing horror battles. And the two films I chose to battle are both Christmas-themed horror films. And I know we are a long way away from Christmas, but we are a long way away from Christmas, I'm sorry. But I wanted to battle these anyway because I think they're both classic flicks. So first we have the 1974 classic Black Christmas versus the 1984 classic Silent Night, Deadly Night. So you guys know how we do things around here. I will be reviewing these very briefly and then battling them to the death. So let's start off with Black Christmas. So like I said, Black Christmas was made in 1974. It was directed by Bob Clark. And this film actually gets overlooked quite a bit by another film that was made in 74. You guys might have heard of it, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is an absolute classic as well. But I don't think this film should get overlooked. I think it is a great, suspenseful slasher, and it adds to it that it is a Christmas-themed horror film. So, it's basically about this really weird stalker or intruder, just this really disturbing guy who stalks this sorority house during Christmas, and like he says some very obscene, he's an obscene phone caller, they think at first, and he says some very disturbing, very nasty things to these girls in the sorority house, and little by little, they get picked off over the Black Christmas, or they get picked off one by one over the course of this Black Christmas. So that's basically all I can say about it without giving too much away. It's just an absolute classic flick. I mean, it's got Olivia Hussey, or Husey, Keir Dullea, Margaret Kidder, Andrea Martin, and John Saxon. It's just an awesome film. Much like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, this film has its own style. It kind of feels, I'm not going to say like it has a rich style to it, but it feels more upbeat, feels more high class than the Texas Chainsaw Massacre did. I would assume that it had a higher budget than the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because I know TCM had a very low budget. And I don't know, I just love the film style to it. I love the shots. I think the shots, with the intruder, the first-person shots, or, the first-person point of view, I think those are awesome. And the acting was done really well. The direction by Bob Clark was spot on, and it's just a classic flick. Now let's move on to Silent Night, Deadly Night. And this one is about a boy named Billy who is going to visit his grandfather on Christmas. And his grandfather lives in an old folks' home. He hasn't talked in years. He's like a shell, basically. He doesn't talk to anybody. A lot of people are wondering if he's still all there, what's the matter with him, and they want to go visit him this Christmas. So Billy goes, and he speaks to Billy. Like I said, he hasn't spoken in years, and he speaks to Billy. And he tells Billy these really scary things about Santa Claus. He said that he punishes naughty boys and girls on Christmas. And it really makes Billy question Santa Claus. And he's already got these questions running through his head. He's at a very young and vulnerable age where you can tell him anything and it's going to stick. So on their way home from visiting his grandfather, he asks his mom and dad, is Santa Claus bad? Is he mean? And it doesn't help the fact that there is a killer in a Santa Claus suit who basically stops them, murders the father, rapes and murders the mom, and Billy witnesses this all before his own eyes. And already with these questions, already being afraid of Santa Claus, and it traumatizes him. He doesn't get killed. Him and his brother both get put in like a Catholic Catholic orphanage, and a lot of people are mean to him there. Some people are nice to him, but some of them are mean, and they basically say, Billy, you got to get this out of your head. It's just a phase. We know your mom and dad died, and we are truly sorry. But you got to get this out of your head, that Santa Claus is a bad person or a killer or evil. So he really grows up. He grows up in a pretty rough lifestyle. So shows him growing up. Eventually he starts to forget all about what happened. It doesn't, it's not a fresh memory in his mind. It's just he's put that in a little box and pushed it away. He grows up. He gets a job. Everything's going good until the place he works makes him put on a Santa Claus suit during Christmas. For the kids, to come sit up on Santa Claus' lap and tell Santa what they want for Christmas. And things kind of go off. He kind of snaps a little bit. I won't spoil too much. This is an absolute classic, guys. It is so fun. It's a great slasher. And it really adds to it that it's a Christmas-themed horror film. I absolutely love it. From the first time I saw it, it was great. It's just a great slasher. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. So there's Silent Night, Deadly Night. So now we're going to dive into the battle and see which one of these will come out on top. So first here we have body count, and without a doubt, I'm pretty sure I'm going to give this to Silent Night, Deadly Night. There was a lot of random kills just here and there, crazy body count, nothing like substantial like 30, 40, or 50 people, but it still had a really nice body count, really decent stack, and I mean, it wasn't boring. It wasn't like one kill or 2 kills in the entire film. I mean, it had a pretty decent sized body count, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, without a doubt, Silent Night, Deadly Night gets round 1. Round 2, story and originality. I'm going to give this one to Black Christmas. I really think it did it well. It was more original than Silent Night, Deadly Night. You know, with this random intruder literally stalking these sorority girls for no reason, and then picking them off one by one, and just the way he does it. And what's really wrong with this guy, if you listen to him through the phone, when you watch the film and you see him like talking to them, and they think it's an obscene phone call, he has different personalities, and it's really crazy. So very, very good direction by Bob Clark, and I think it's very original. So yeah. So that's 1-1. Let's move on to round 3. Round 3, blood, guts, and gore and effects. Without a doubt, Silent Night, Deadly Night gets this round. Had a really good gore effects. All practical, obviously. It looked all practical. I know they didn't use CG back in '84, but it was practical, done really nicely. That's basically all I can say about it. There's a lot of blood in this one, a lot of gore, and a lot of violence. So if you like those 3 things, you're gonna like this flick. This one there wasn't too much gore at all in this one. I mean, it didn't need it, and I think that's to one of its advantages, much like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, there's little to no blood, there's no gore, and I think that if there was gore in this one, it would have changed it a little bit. I do prefer that there was little to no gore in this flick. So, yeah, but still, I have to be fair, give the round to Silent Night, Deadly Night, and that's 2-1. So round 4, personal enjoyment and replayability. And obviously that's going to go to Black Christmas. It's just my favorite Christmas-themed horror film. I absolutely love it. I love how suspenseful it is, how smooth, and you know, just how well it runs, really. I mean, and the film style of it, like I said before, I really love that. And the acting was good, the direction was good. I got everything I wanted in this flick. Let's just say that. I came out a happy horror fan. Nothing about this film disappointed me. I thought it was really good. So that's 4. So we got 2-2, I believe. Yeah. Okay, we got 2-2. So we're going to go into the last round here, round 5, acting and directing. Which one had better acting and which one had a better direction? Once again, guys, I love Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's a classic, but without a doubt, Black Christmas wins this battle. It had great acting, great direction, everything you could want in a horror flick. So yeah, Black Christmas wins this horror battle. So it has defeated Silent Night, Deadly Night, sadly. This is a classic too, guys. Definitely pick this up if you haven't. Pick both of these films up. You will not be disappointed. Thank you for watching, guys. Comment below and tell me what you thought of this horror battle. Which one would have won if you did a horror battle? Which one do you prefer? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Comment below. Put it in a nice and respectful, mature manner. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned tomorrow. All Random Things will be battling 2 films of his choice. I'm the Jay Sloan. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and as always, guys, keep it horror. Peace.